Hi, my name is Jennifer Boylan with Springs Homes, a broker here in the Pikes Peak region. Today I am sitting here with Bobby White with Caliber Home Loans, and we are going to talk about how you qualify a buyer. So the biggest problem we have as realtors is we don't want to put people in the car and just show them a bunch of houses. So when we send them to you, what do you do to pre-qualify them?
Well, if we're talking about qualifying, then we're really looking at the borrower's total debt to income. And what that means to any borrower that's watching this video today is that you don't want to be over 45% of your total gross income as far as qualifying, meaning your house payment along with all of your debts that you pay monthly.
So you take your house payment and your long-term debt, and that should not exceed 45%.
That's a general rule that I would use.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, perfect. And so then I would assume that credit certainly has a play with that.
Credit will play a major role in the type of loan and the interest rate that's being offered.
Okay, all right. So one of my questions would be, how many different kinds of income can you count?
Well, it's actually a broad spectrum of income because we see all the types of jobs that people have. So what I would go off of is we're looking for a 2-year history of income, employment history of income, meaning a W-2 a borrower that works for an employer, mm-hmm. or someone that is self-employed, mm-hmm. That has their own business. We're looking for that 2-year history of self-employment.
Okay, what about
well.
Child support? Does that count?
Child support can be used as far as qualifying, as well as Social Security income, mm-hmm. Pension retirement income are also qualifying sources that are also able to qualify a borrower.
Okay. So Bobby, let's walk through a scenario.
Okay.
Let's say that we have a buyer that has a gross or a yearly income of $50,000. So why don't you take it from there and come up with some ballpark numbers so people can follow along?
Okay. So what we're basically doing on a borrower that makes about $50,000 of income, we're basically dividing that by 12, meaning that we're looking at a monthly gross income of about $4,166 a month. Okay. We're then taking what, let's say their house payment would be, and we're really looking at, we don't want that to be any higher than 28% of their gross income. So when we times that by the 4166, we come up about $1,166 for their house payment. And based on that, let's assume that they have monthly debt about $400
okay.
On a monthly basis. So we want to take that house payment along with their total monthly debt of $400, and then we get to a total debt ratio of about $1,566. Now, we then want to take that amount and we're dividing it by their gross monthly income. And then we are going to get what's called a debt to income ratio of about 38%.
And so what price house does that qualify for them? Just ballpark. We all realize that it's going to vary on down payment and all that, but let's just talk general loan amount.
Okay, so based on that house payment, looking at you're looking in the $200,000 range, and the other factors are interest rate and taxes and insurance. But based on that 1166, that's what we are factoring.
Bobby, you have been a huge help on walking through this very complicated scenario. So thank you very much, and we'll look forward to the next video.
Appreciate it. Thank you again.